All right, guys. So our hero is in modern day Harlem, New York, working as a janitor in Pop's barbershop with a classic barbershop sports conversation taking place. Right off the bat, we're introduced to loudmouth Shamik and Chico. Shamik steps to Cage as if to do something, but quickly realizes Cage ain't to be messed with. Later on, we find Cage on his second job at the nightclub in Harlem owned by Cornell Stokes, aka Cottonmouth. Cottonmouth is having a meeting with Councilwoman Mariah Dillard, played by Alfre Woodard, and one of Cologne's men, who is an arms dealer. Cottonmouth is setting up an arms deal with Cologne using city funds provided by Councilwoman Dillard. However, the deal has gone bad. Shamik, Chico, and Dante attempt to break up the deal and steal the money, but Dante freaks out because he can be linked to the robbery as he will be missed by Cottonmouth at the club. Shamik shoots Dante, fearing he may snitch, but Dante lives long enough to let Cottonmouth know what just went down. Meanwhile, our lady auditor, who is investigating Councilwoman Dillard and her misappropriated funds, shows up at the murder scene. Shades, who works for Diamondback, shows up at Cottonmouth's place to help assist in finding the money. Cottonmouth insists that it is not an inside job and takes Shades up on his offer. They show up at the opening of a youth center hosted by Councilwoman Dillard, where Cottonmouth gets the names of who he is looking for and posts a $20,000 bounty to find them. Cottonmouth's right-hand man finds Shamik and brings him to meet with Cottonmouth, while at the same time Cage sees a face that he recognizes from his past while he was locked up when Shades enters the kitchen. However, Shades does not recognize Cage, much to Cage's relief. Meanwhile, upstairs, Cottonmouth is interrogating Shamik about the robbery and Chico's whereabouts. He beats Shamik to death. Shamik's body is dumped on the street, found by Inspector Priscilla Ridley and her partner. So we find Cage battling his inner demons as he pulls out a picture of a lost loved one named Riva, where he declares he has found clarity and focus. On his way to tell his landlady that he does not have the balance of the rent, he stumbles upon a shakedown of his landlord by Cottonmouth's goons. After asking the goons to leave politely, Cage is engaged in a one-sided brawl with the goons, displaying his super abilities of strength and indestructibility, stopping a bullet with his hand at point-blank range, throwing guys through the window with the other hand, an awesome display for our hero. Cage then turns towards the door, puts on his hoodie, and gives us the classic hero stare. Alright guys, so I wanted to give my final thoughts on the episode. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I thought it was well written. Even though I don't know a lot about the Luke Cage character, I was never lost in this episode. I'm also very intrigued by all of the characters, Cottonmouth, Councilwoman Dillard, and Inspector Ridley. I really don't have any predictions for episode 2. We're just getting to know the story and the characters, but I look forward to episode 2. You guys can look forward to my review of episode 2. It should be up within the next day or so, but I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a like, and if you enjoyed this review, consider subscribing so you can enjoy future reviews. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful day.